Retired Army officer arrested as NEMA intensifies crackdown on wetland encroachment in Lira. The National Environment Management Authority, that's NEMA, working jointly with the Ministry of Water and Environment, Lira District Environment Office and security agencies has intensified enforcement operations against wetland encroachment in Lira District, leading to the arrest of a retired army officer accused of illegally occupying protected wetland. The operation conducted on June 11, 2026 targeted the Olalash irrigation scheme in Ba sub-county, covering Tayaohan, Obe, Achunkaras villages located in Abua and Obe parishes. Authorities said the exercise forms part of an ongoing campaign to restore and safeguard critical wetland ecosystems that have come under increasing pressure from human activities. During the operation, security personnel arrested retired Lieutenant Baranobas Omara, whom officials describe as a suspected notorious wetland encroacher. According to NEMA, Omara allegedly occupied and degraded approximately 5 acres of public wetland for personal use, contrary to environmental protection laws.
Hey, killing you. I'm ready to die. You will die. You will die. Stand up. Stand up. Just choose one. Stand up on the road. Stand up on the road. Bring doctors here. Stand up.
Speaking to reporters, NEMA Senior Environment Officer for Lira Branch, Isaac Tommy Okurut, said the suspect is expected to be arraigned before court and prosecuted under the provisions of the National Environment Act. Okurut warned that the authority will continue carrying out enforcement operations across the region and urged all individuals occupying wetlands illegally to vacate voluntarily before facing similar action.
Now my message to the other people outside here, the law is not selective, so it doesn't matter who you are. If you're a peasant, if you're a public servant and you're degrading within Lira and beyond, NEMA is here to support the districts, Lira districts and the city to really enforce the environmental law. We've done a lot of sensitization. Week in, week out, we are at radio stations reminding people that they shouldn't enter into wetlands, they shouldn't do agriculture, they shouldn't plant rice there, but people...
He noted that NEMA has spent considerable time conducting public awareness campaigns through radio stations, community engagements, and other media platforms to educate residents about the importance of wetland conservation. He added that the authorities remains committed to supporting district and city authorities in enforcing environmental laws and restoring degraded ecosystems. Meanwhile, the acting environment officer for Lira District Local Government, Walter Chen, revealed that the district has received numerous complaints from residents regarding ongoing wetland degradation. He said these concerns prompted the joint enforcement operation. According to Chen, more than 90% of wetlands in Lira District have already been demarcated, making it easier for authorities to identify protected areas and take action against encroachers.
So here we did liaise with NEMA and then the Wetlands Department of NEMA, and then we had to go and do an operation there where we arrested a number of people and they are going to be faced with the law. That is what we have done today. And we still urge that all those who are victims of degrading these wetlands should really vacate in time before we come for them, because 90% of these wetlands, especially in Bar, we have demarcated almost all of them. We have trained people, we have sensitized, we have been on media.
The latest operation comes amid renewed national efforts to combat environmental degradation. Recently, the Minister of Water and Environment warned that the destruction of wetlands, forests, and other ecosystems remains one of the greatest threats facing Uganda despite progress made in restoration efforts. Speaking during NEMA's third National Environment Sustainability Awards 2026, held under the theme Innovation for Climate Resilience, Otafire vowed tougher action against environmental offenders and officers who facilitate the destruction of protected ecosystems.
Now I've come back home to resettle myself. Again, you want to interfere with my peace.
I know you worked with General Sejusa. Do you know General Sejusa?
No, me I work with Otafire.
Otafire? General Sejusa.
That is now your minister.
That is now your minister. Even now, let me talk to him.
You call him.
The issue is, you
call him.
You worked with.
I work with.
But he said the wetland is only for frogs and snakes.
I've been with.
Authorities say the ongoing crackdown is aimed at restoring vital water catchment areas, reducing flood risk, conserving biodiversity, and protecting public health through sustainable environmental management. Environmental officials have reaffirmed their commitment to protecting wetlands across Lear district, warning that individuals who continue to encroach on protected areas will face prosecution as government intensifies efforts to preserve Uganda's natural resources.